Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fast growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Shoei J Cruise 2. What's up, SpeedX fan? Before we jump in and tell you all about one of the finer three-quarter touring helmets on the market today, before we do that, do us a favor, subscribe to the channel. This takes a click. You'll stay up to date, learn all the details on the latest gear coming into the industry, so hit that button. Also, what keeps the lights on around here, what we really appreciate, that's right, spend your money with us. There's a link in the description below that'll take you right over to the J Cruise 2. You can check out the rest of the Shoei family. Speed Addicts, one of the top Shoei dealers in the USA for years running now. And remember, we have free returns, 90 days to get that back to us. It just needs to be brand new in the original condition, and we actually pay that return shipping. So a great place to buy your next helmet. Okay, so Shoei, definitely when it comes to high-end, high-quality, durable helmets and quiet, comfortable helmets, Shoei is a name you can trust. They back up all their lids with a 5-year warranty. And this J Cruise 2 is interesting because there's really not a lot of other three-quarter helmets on the market that kind of meet the fit and finish and comfort and just the level of execution that Shoei's putting into the J Cruise 2. Now, it comes with that premium price, of course, at $579. We have a variety of colors. Most of them are solid at this point. There might be a few graphics left. You know, we're a little late doing this review. J Cruise 2 has been out for a minute, but we wanted to finally get around to tell you about it. The shell construction is their AIM Advanced Integrated Matrix shell. That is a composite shell. Okay, no polycarbonate here. Higher end composite materials are able to be tuned and more durable for impact protection. Weight 3 pounds 8 ounces. It's not an exceptionally light helmet. At 3.5 pounds, I mean, that's kind of the weight of a lot of full face helmets. Okay, so not exceptionally light, but well balanced, and it does have that interior drop down sun visor, which is going to add a little bit of weight there. Okay, Shoei's never set out to make the lightest helmets, but they do focus on the comfort and the noise, and that liner is meant to isolate your ears and try to cut down on the noise. Okay, so D.O.T homologation on this. There is no Snell in three-quarter land with Shoei, so you're just going to get that D.O.T stamp on this guy, an intermediate oval fit, which is agreeable with most of the heads here in North America. 4 shell sizes, which is nice. More shells, the better. That means you're going to get a closer fit. Cheaper helmets typically have 1 or 2 shell sizes, and they make it up with different size liners and cheek pads. Okay, so 4 shell sizes, more expensive to produce, more molds, but you're going to get a closer fit to your head. So compared to a lot of the $100 or $150 helmets in this category, you're going to get a better, closer fit and hopefully less weight. Extra small through 2 extra large. So, you know, the larger heads are left out of the equation. If you're 3, 4X, you are out on the Shoei J Cruise 2. But to be honest, if you're properly fitted, that is a minority group of the folks out there. A true 3 or 4X head is relatively rare. Remember, when it comes to fit, talk to our team if you're not sure. Measure your head or order based on your order history. If you've already owned a Shoei, it's likely it's going to run true to size. But we know when you shop online, you don't always get it right the first time. That's why we have that free returns policy that I told you about a second ago. You got 90 days to return it at our expense. Just live in the lower 48 states to get that free return label. Make sure you keep all the original packaging, tags, and bags, and you will have no problem getting same-day credit. Order the size you need. Make it real fast and easy over here at Speed Addicts. Okay, so we have ventilation here, well-ventilated helmet. Of course, three-quarter helmet, you've always got the front door, right? So if you're getting hot, you can ride with the shield in the upright position. You notice it allows the air to move through the top, so you hopefully don't get too much drag if you decide to ride it with the visor popped. When you have it down or up, you have an array of intakes. You got 3 of them here with big paddle vents here. So let's see, you get 3 positions. So you get all the way open, halfway off, and all the way closed. So you can shut this thing down. On the rear, you have a passive exhaust vent to pull that hot air through the helmet. The EPS, or the foam liner inside of your composite shell, is meant to flow air. Shoei is a helmet company first, they're an HVAC company second, so they're always worried about how the air is flowing through that EPS liner to be maximally efficient. They actually have their own wind tunnel over at Shoei HQ in Japan. Let's talk about the face shield. This is a stout injection molded face shield which is important, especially on a 3/4 helmet, because a lot of it is unsupported, right? This bottom edge on 3/4 is out in the open, and so you want something that's nice and stiff. It's anti-scratch, UV protected, and it's pin lock ready. You notice I said ready, not included. Sold separately as a pin lock insert. If you're not familiar, pin lock is an interior lens that clips onto these two nipples. That's right, I said nipple. On the inside to make a dual pane face shield. It's gonna keep you from fogging up. So if fog's an issue where you're at, then you're gonna wanna purchase that pin lock insert separately, and it can go between different shields. If you buy a smoke or something different, you can move the pin lock insert throughout, or you can get a second one. So Shoei's known for good optics. You get a nice good seal. You hear that thing click down. So you're not gonna have leakage up around the bottom. Of course, with a 3/4, the main downside, besides losing that chin bar protection, is that you're gonna have some air coming in from the bottom. That's just part of the deal. The shield is toolless. It's a lever system right here, and the shield changes are relatively quick. So we'll go ahead and just do that real quick for you. So it's gonna pop off, and then you're just gonna push it back into place, and you're ready to ride. So quick shield changes. You don't really need to be changing your shield much here though, because they do give you the drop down Top Gun smoked visor with every J Cruise. The action is pretty smooth and easy, and you have a 5-year warranty. When you see moving parts, the extended warranty Shoei's gonna offer is a nice thing to have when you're investing upwards of $500 to $600 in a J Cruise 2. That's nice. So you can ride with or without that, of course. So you're set up for different lighting conditions. You go out early in the morning and it's not quite bright out yet, and then you run into the brighter conditions on the way home that afternoon. You can just drop your visor. You don't have to worry about bringing sunglasses or an additional shield. These are nice things. Otherwise, it's just a good looking helmet. It's modern, but still classic because it's 3/4 here. Nice lines on J Cruise 2. Let's flip it over and look at the inside. You are going to get a more modern creature comforts here with the J Cruise 2, some upgrades they did over the J Cruise 1. Of course, the first one you're going to notice is this big panel here on both sides of the helmet. That is for their integrated Bluetooth option. So if you want comms, you want to listen to your music, you want to talk to your buddies or your passenger while you're riding, you're going to want to get the Shoei Rider Link. We like the mesh Rider Link because this is the most up-to-date. I have it upside down. The most up-to-date unit with full mesh connectivity, so you can talk to those larger rider groups. It's got the upgraded speakers, and it is made by Sena, which is a top brand in the category of Bluetooth comms. Again, sold separately. The mesh units running $359 at the moment. So you pair this together, you got a $1,000 package, but you have premium comms and one of the best 3/4 helmets on the market. The install is also easy because of these panels that I was just showing you. So the battery and computer clip in to these bottom edges, and so you have your controls right there at your fingertips on either side. Now, this is kind of a polarizing feature, the integrated comms, because what if you've already got a car unit, a pack talk that you really like? Well, you can mount it and you can commandeer the speaker pockets on the inside and run your own universal comm unit on here, but the placement is gonna get a little wonky. You're gonna have to be a little far back. You're gonna have to go with an adhesive mount, but it can be done, okay? But again, this is kind of in your way, so you gotta account for that. When we flip it over and look at the interior, we have their Max Dry 3D liners. Their cheek pads are some of the best out there. Just really comfortable, noise isolating, easy to wash, it's all removable. And then we've got a ratchet quick release chin strap. Another thing that some people go, oh, I'm worried about that holding up in an accident. Shoei, again, a name you can trust. If they're gonna do it, it's gonna be done right. You notice this is not plastic. I've seen a lot of helmets with the polymer quick releases. Shoei's not playing around. They got a metal buckle here, and you're gonna get the convenience. It's easy in, easy out. You're not fooling around with the classic D-rings, okay? This pocket in the back is actually to hold the battery, and then the controls go on the side for the Bluetooth, okay? So this is part of the Bluetooth system. Again, it makes the install a lot easier. You're not fighting with the wiring as much, moving it through the pads, and like a universal install. So the pros and the cons of that integrated system. Here is the liner. Shoei's good about having different sizes available. You notice this number here, that is a 35 as in 35 mil. They usually have options up and down. So if the helmet out of the box fits you too tight, Figure out where it's fitting you too tight. Is it the face? Is it the crown? Call our rider support line. We will get you set up with the right pads. Oftentimes, you don't need a whole different shell size or a whole different helmet. You might just need a thinner set of pads, okay? Or thicker, as it were. So let's pull out the bottom cheek pad. We're gonna bust this out for you right now. And then we'll show you the inside of the helmet. Behind the cheek pads are those speaker pockets for that integrated system that I was telling you about. They have these little corks on them. Go ahead and pull that out. There you go, easy. And then you see that little channel there, that is for the microphone. So it's pre-routed with the channel for your boom mic. It's going to be on that boom arm right in front of your mouth. Let's go ahead and pull out the comfort liner. Let's retract this visor. See how easy that came out? A lot of times I'm struggling with these things, but the clips on the Shoei are nice and easy. There's that 3D Max dry interior, and then we have a channeled and ported EPS, like I told you about. Ventilation system, very well thought out. It's wind tunnel tested at Shoei, tuned for your riding pleasure. The EPS is multi-density liner. Again, 5-year warranty from the folks at Shoei to protect that investment. If you're looking for a fine 3/4 helmet, this is just about the best one money can buy at this point on the market. You still got questions? No worries. Call and talk to the rider support team here at Speed Addicts. And if you're in SoCal, lucky you, we just opened a superstore out here. Come check it out in person. We have over 300 helmets on display here. And we got other apparel, boots, parts, you name it. We got it here at Speed Addicts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.